None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, narrated by Nicola Walker and Louise Brealey. Spoiler alert, my Audible review was titled None of This Is Good. The beginning of the description reads, "Prepare to be hooked," in big capital letters. Having finished it, I'm still preparing. Before buying this, I should have filtered by stars and read the one-star reviews, and I'm afraid I have to agree with all of them. I have no idea why it has so many 5-star reviews. There is very little to like, save for Nicola Walker as Alex and the narrator. The premise is that two women, Alex and Josie, who share the same birthday, meet by chance. Alex has a podcast about strong women who have done great things in their lives. Josie later approaches her with the idea of doing a podcast about someone who is about to make a great change in her life. Except this idea is never touched on again. Alex and Josie record hour after hour of this podcast, but they never broach Josie making a change. It's all about her past. At one point, Josie moves in with Alex and her family, and after Alex begins to get her suspicions that Josie has some problems, she wants to hurry the podcast thing along as she has everything she needs. What? They mention not a single word about future plans. Josie was beaten up by her husband and fled in the middle of the night. Surely that can't have been the planned change. The characters are tissue thin. Alex's husband has a drinking problem. That's all we get to know about him, except that he is a commercial property dealer. Alex has two sisters. One is taller, one is shorter. One is older, one is younger. They have children. The boys are rowdy, the girl is contemplative. All we really learn about Alex is that she wants things to look nice. Her Instagram feed is mentioned often. We don't learn much about Alex as a person, which is perhaps why her behavior and reactions to Josie's behavior seem utterly bizarre, unbelievable in fact. There's no way this woman would let these things happen. It's just inconceivable. And then there's the story. You can guess it from almost the very beginning. All of it. There's no surprise at all. None. Literally nothing that is said comes as a surprise. It's like a join-the-dots picture where you can see the picture before you've put pen to page. You're just waiting for Lisa Jewell to eventually tell you it, and she's a very poor storyteller. There's lots of filler you have to wade through, one boring description after another. The first hour is pure tedium, and the way it's narrated at the beginning is dreadful. Have you ever accidentally turned on the audio description on a TV program? That's what it's like. But I soldiered on through the first hour as I was sure it had to get better given all the 5-star reviews. And after hour 1, it did. A bit. However, when I got to about hour 5, I had to put it on 1.5 times speed. I couldn't torture myself for another 5 hours listening to that drivel. The last 3 or 4 hours do get a bit better, but there's no tension, just irritation at what is happening. The way it's recorded is that Nicola Walker narrates things from Alex's point of view and Louise Brealey does it from Josie's. They flip back and forth, although it's mostly told from Alex's perspective. But then there are bits in the middle from a fake Netflix show about the case, with a man saying, "This is a recording from such and such a day with such and such a character." And then you hear a snippet of the podcast or interviews with other people. These interviews drop hints about what's to come, but as I already stated, they don't tell you anything you wouldn't have guessed anyway. Would I buy anything written by Lisa Jewell again? No. Would I buy anything narrated by Nicola Walker again? Yes, definitely. Would I buy anything narrated by Louise Brealey again? No. For me, she has such a flat voice. In saying that, I did listen to her in Susie Dent's Guilty by Definition, which I gave her a 3 out of 5 for. There are so much better narrators out there. Why do people like her keep getting work? It's utterly perplexing. All in all, I'd give the book a 1 out of 5 and the narrators a 4 out of 5, although that's mostly for Nicola Walker. Have you listened to this book? Do you agree with my assessment? It did seem to be popular with a lot of people. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as I release a new review every week. Thanks for watching.